Mogix wiggle Mogix wiggle Mogix wiggle Mogix wiggle.
Hello. Hello. Hi the Jackie. Hi Allowance. Hi Ducky. Thank you for the 17 months. Hi Low. Hi Hummer. Hi Sticks. You guys. You guys ready? Sorry it took so long. I was fiddling with. Okay, so I was supposed to do like 30 minutes before stream, but I napped because I had a headache. Shush, Silas. I'm trying to sprechen. Yeah, I was trying to like fiddle with how like how I should make like the screen look, because it's still like I can't make it like landscape. What? Full screen. It looks like it's just like phone. Unless I go into battle. It was a lot of finicky, and I'm still not happy with it. But like it was probably brownies. Silas, can you hear the game? Cause he's speaking. He was speaking, and it was annoying me.
You mumbled something
yes.
interesting in your sleep.
How is everybody? How we doing? You can't type? By the way, I really am like so confused as to why it's not working for you. By the way, do you guys like how this looks? Like I made myself bigger, because if I had it like the usual size, it's just like a lot of space. So I thought I'd enlarge myself, just to take up the space. Your Silas fine? Okay, good. Yeah. Thank you for the 30 bits, and Sticks, thank you for the 30 bits. Silas keeps saying that I need to go to sleep, and like, honestly, fair, I'm sleepy. I wouldn't mind a nap, but like, I have an idea, Mog, for when we're going to do arts again. I'm gonna be setting up my commissions and stuff soon. I need to get myself back on it. Bro ate the Mario mushroom. What? Oh, because I enlarged. I get it. I connected the dots. I didn't play Mario much. I think I had like a Mario game on... It would not have been... I would... Was there Mario games on PlayStation 2? No. We had like a... What's the fuck, that fucking cube thing?
Of the evening.
But I was really young. It was my brother's. Shimmer, I meant for live stream, but I could come you to do them too. Wait, what? What? Games Cube? Yeah, like I think... I was, you know what? I was like 6 years old. I don't remember. That's like 20 years ago. I don't remember shit. I'm gonna move on from that. But I just want to say, I fucking... I can't believe... I'm so fucking happy. I panicked for nothing, but I got Zane after just 60 pulls. The first 10 pull, I got one of his, and I was like, holy shit, maybe I should continue. You're gonna get spoilers, yes. Because I'm going to the news story. If you don't mind that, stay. If you do mind that, go, I guess, unfortunately. I was thinking of starting from the beginning, but I can't. Like, it's a lot of story to get through. Yeah, like, it's a lot of story. Like, from these... which also have like chapters within them, you know. And then you got, oop, fuck, I always get confused here. I don't like that UI. And then you got like, you know, Longer Way to Reverie. It's got 2 things. That's got like 3 things, and this has got 2 things. And then you were so much luckier than me. I wasn't even gonna pull today. I was gonna do like, you know, there's that Chinese chart that says when is a good time to pull depending on when you were born. And I was like, okay, it said tomorrow at like 9 p.m. Okay, I can do that. I can totally wait. And then I was like, you know, maybe just a little 10 pull. I'm gonna have to pull. I'm gonna have to grind for more anyway. There's no way I'm gonna There's no way I'm gonna get it now. And as soon as I got that first Xylus con, the first tempo, I was like, let's keep going. Luckily, I got it on the 60th. Unlike this, no, the 6th pull of 10. Let me go actually have a look at my wish thing. I collected 8 more. But yeah, I was just like, ugh. So much better than fucking Xavier took 151. Also, I saw that you had to do 100. I know. See there? Right there, and then directly on the 60th then. And this should have been when I pulled... What is this? 6 a.m.? 10? Oh no, it wasn't on the first 10 pull. Was it the second one? Hold on. That's... 5th of the 20th, 5th of the 20th. What pull was this? 5th of the... 5th... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not on like the 20, the third pull. Fuck, I kept going. Wow, I was just okay. Never mind. I thought it was in the first 10. I didn't sleep, as we can see. Is it always gonna be portrait mode? Unfortunately, when doing the story, it will be portrait mode because I have no idea how to make it landscape. When I did try using a landscape thing, it made it very blurry. Yeah, the main game is always portrait and battles are landscape. Yeah, I did use like a landscape app. It didn't enlarge it much. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. It just made it slightly bigger, and then it just made it really blurry. And I was like, do I want slightly more game view or quality game view? And I want to see Xylus fucking it up, you know, in the best quality that I can possibly can. Yashay. Once I get this stupid thing to work. I honestly don't understand how the Mimi player isn't working for you. It's not like, Hummer, at some point, would you like me to go on call with you? You could screen share and we try and figure out this shit together. Because there's just no way your laptop is... Do you have a laptop or a PC? Law, you're gonna hate me, but I still haven't read through all of these. I think I'm on the last two. A PC, that makes no sense. And you know how you're saying you're finally able to get like the full story of a myth? I was stupid. And even though like today is like, you know, Monday when you get like a bunch of free stamina, I use it on getting protocols. I still even on the the pyramid myths, I still haven't fully unlocked because I've been really, and then it's like I could have unlocked them, and like maybe if we finish a story we could have like done that. No, I got excited and went and did these and got these bastards up to 50, and now I'm just stuck needing to ascend both pairs. I know when my PC is this potato that this game is crashing. That's what I also doubt. I know. I'm a disappointment. Hi there, Judah. Not Justa. Judah? What would you like me to call you? Caramel. Caramel will also be cute. Just. And how you doing? How are the vibes? But yes, that is what, before we go into story, I just want to, on that note, let's just like, you know, try and get a little bit of lag. I think it's because I'm going too quick. One day I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna fucking help you get it because this is ridiculous. It's so slow. You just finished DMY VTuber modder? What does DMY mean? Do it yourself? Oh, that's exciting. Are you excited? I assume you would be. I hope it gets done well and you love what they've done, and I'm sure you will, because I mean, why else would you pick them? Oi. What kind of theme are you going for? What's that kind of theme? But before we start, also, how is everybody doing? Your hands are not handsing. Honestly, when my hands are cold, my hands do not hand well. I'm like, whew, I can't. Should I just click start? Should we go? Should we just hop on in? Like, I don't know. I feel like finally I have a stream where it would be fine for me to like just be blushed. I never use this ever. I also have something else I could use, but it never gets used. Although accurately, I'm just gonna be like this the entire time. I do have my glasses on. Okay, we ready? Let's just go for it. God, I'm gonna be doing a lot of reading. Within the span of a single month, the fair... Can you leave? I toodaloo, Amber. Thank you for popping in. Your fingers don't work anymore. You're too tired from work. Oh, I'm so sorry, just... Give them a relax. It's okay. Or like, I could probably figure out through your time. I mean, I type a lot, so maybe I'll be able to translate it for you. The far space fleet's Jesus Christ! I can't read! Significant return and subsequent secret departure stirs intense public discussion. The rumors that circulated when Skyhaven was under martial law discussed the fleet's armed operation to eliminate certain anomalous wanderers. While now footage of these events has surfaced, the fleet's tight-lipped response has inevitably sown seeds of panic among the population. Ooh. Where's Jesus? I want an autograph. I don't know. He ran away. He floated back up. I presume. Thank you for the pet, and here's your bouncy bounce. After the Chrono Rift catastrophe, the Hunters Association released several reports on Wanderer evolution and their mutations. Like humans, the Wanderers continue to grow stronger. Peace remains a distant goal for this world. As people grow increasingly uneasy about the fleet's mysterious operations, a bombshell announcement takes everyone by surprise. Oh. Ever announces an imminent launch of a project called Fountain of Ate. Why did I fuck? It's been so long since I've done main story and other things. Oh god, after this I'm gonna replay should I just replay the whole beginning of the story after this on stream? Like, should I just... I didn't have to do that because I've forgotten what... Huate? Are they from the future? Are they the future ever? Or are they something else? Lol, help me! I've forgotten! The 40-second preview quickly becomes a global sensation and the focal point of discussions worldwide. The internet debates the development and application of protocol technology. Skyhaven, powered by protocol energy, becomes a target of widespread criticism due to the fleet's recent actions. Countless conspiracy theories emerge. Ooh! If you do, then I get an update to my memory. Fuck it, I think I will. Every Mondays is gonna be Lads Day. Beneath the floating island, Lincoln's scattered lights weave an intricate web across the land. In the windless night, dark figures filled by glass wheel. Wow, Jesus Christ! I'm too excited. Flit? Is that how I said the word? By glass walls. They quickly masked by the red glow of aircraft warning lights atop skyscrapers. The unrest brewing online seeps quietly into the physical world and ferments under Lincoln's facade of normalcy. Okay. I do like the fact that we all continue showing out after like fucking Caleb's whatever the fuck he was doing, like, you know, tomfoolery with the Evercons. Like it's not like, you know, forgotten or hushed entirely, you know? I like that. Waves of controversial topics stoke the growing public outrage. The association becomes the primary target of this rising tide. In response, the association implements a series of countermeasures. This includes the covert relocation of the Spatium core stored in the association's building. Spatium? Fuck, what's a Spatium? Wow, it's been too long. Protocol transport vehicle.
Look at all the online discussions. It's a circus now.
Oh, thank fuck I don't actually have to read that bit.
What is Ever really up to? Did you guys find any leads?
We found a few, but are we actually gonna tell her?
Throwing around phrases like groundbreaking achievement and the next step in human evolution. They've got guts.
I'm gonna up that for myself. I miss Simone. In a self-driving protocol vehicle, Simone scrolls through an endless stream of updates on her phone. Some of the words are hard for no freaking reason. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Given their extensive research into protocors, they do have the credentials to back up such claims.
As a protoist, I'm all for advancing protocore tech. But Ever?
Fuck Ever.
With methods as
Hold on,
sketchy
this ain't no
as theirs,
blushing moment.
they might drag us down with them.
How are they gonna drag us down with them?
The Fountain of Ate has reignited the purest attacks against protocors.
Oh. At their core, the prototist, fuck, she just said the word. The prototists and the purists represent two opposing viewpoints: support for the development of protocol technology and the opposition to it. The purists believe that although protocols are powerful, they're dangerous. There are too many unknowns, and overzealous research can lead to a catastrophic crisis. Fair point. In earlier years, they urged humanity not to be blinded by profit. Fair point. They argued that using Earth's natural energy resources was the only way to ensure civilization is secure, survived in a stable condition. Disagree. Protocol, how do you differentiate that from the protocol in Japanese? Protocol, I don't know. What is the protocol in Japanese? And hello Selby, how you doing? How are the vibes? Welcome to my first Love and Deep Space stream. We're going to enjoy the new content that came. I got it at work.
Our latest missions have been targeted by their radical members. That's why we need to transport the Spatium core in secret.
Spatium, that's how you say it. Thank fuck.
Both of you need to be on high alert.
Aight.
If those purists dare to cause trouble, they can say hello to my protocore particle cannon.
We shouldn't be too hostile. While they're traditional, certain prototists can be just as extreme.
Prototists, that's how you say it. Fuck.
After all, we've only researched less than 10% of a protocore's potential. There's nothing wrong with maintaining a healthy respect for the unknown.
Hasn't introduced your boy yet? Xylus, my husband? No, we just began. Like, we literally just started. We yapped for like 15 minutes. Like, you guys legitimately a few clicks in.
Wow, Andrew. A deep space hunter like you is defending the purists? They're the ones trying to stop our technological progress.
But can we talk about how many of the NPCs are kind of hot? It's so true. I do have to agree. I love the fact that like discussion of whether or not there's going to be a 6th lead interest. Everybody's just grabbing random NPCs. Like, what if it's Gideon? What if it's Andrew? What if it's this random CEO we saw for like 5 seconds? We thought were like kind of hot, and we're like, bro, relax. Haven't the purists been quiet for several years now?
That's because our protocore tech has developed so rapidly and successfully these past few years. The stuff's been integrated into every aspect of our daily lives, big and small.
We love lore.
The purists always insisted
Explain
that
it all.
humans shouldn't develop protocore technology. But the reality is, humanity can't live without it now. Facts speak louder than words.
Improving a person's quality of life, fighting wanderers, and helping humanity explore the deep space tunnel
No.
beyond our universe.
So they're explaining, right, the protocol, like, because when the Wanderers came down and we started killing them, they dropped these things called protocols, and they just manage energy, massive, like, energy boost crystals. We have a whole island floating in the sky thanks to the protocols. And Ever, who is the bad group, the evil guys that we don't like, are establishing a whole new project called the Fountain of Ate. And it has sparked up discussions between the protoists and the purists, which is, I guess you can tell, the protoists are for advancing protocol technology as they're really helpful to our lives. And the purists are like, no, do not develop it, it's too dangerous, it's going to fuck things up, don't do things for greed and profit, we should only use the Earth's natural resources, even though we know natural resources are fucking depleted at this point. It's 2034, we're struggling now in 2025, boys, you know? I'm just saying, we can have a balance. A balance. Let's continue.
The prototist vision for the future is being realized one step at a time. Without concrete evidence to support the purist claims, it's only natural that they lost ground.
What about you? Whose side are you on?
A balance. Chocotus. Chocolate! Yeah! I side with the limited edition chocolate pie from the association cafeteria. It's delicious and replenishes your stamina. The vehicle passes through the tunnel, which is the last highly dangerous point in our designated route. The secure vault is at the end of this road.
Metaflux levels are within a stable range. Begin storage intake procedures.
Chocotis discussing what? You don't tell me you're not on the side of some delicious chocolate? Selby, please. Please. I like how we both chose chocolate. Yeah, I mean, like, if they're not gonna give me an answer of, like, I would like a balance, I'd probably be tending to be leaning more to the side of technology, because advancing technology for health and, you know, comfortability of life. Thank you for the 100 Billy Widley 6. I appreciate it. Thank you for belting me with it. You know. Also, let me know if the game is, like, too loud. I wanted it sort of loud so we can hear them talk. Ow. I actually don't like the taste of chocolate. I don't like the taste. You know, that's fair enough. In all honesty, I only actually really like dark chocolate, and if I eat too much chocolate, then my tummy goes, ugh. So, I got that sensitive tummy. I got that IBS. I got that tism tummy. It gets affected by everything. So everything in balance, as they say. You know, that's fair enough. Meanwhile, you inhale everything. I know. How am I today? I'm doing good. I mean, I've been excited about this. We got the fucking limited myth of Zane and just 60 fucking pulls. Our splendid luck. I went to see my father in hospital and he's doing all right. I'm always happy to see him, you know? But otherwise, then I went out to the mall. Bought things that I really needed. Now I actually have a chocolate brownie next to me, and like, is this a Danish? Not lol, but like the Danish, the pastry. I really like chocolate at certain times of the month. I think I know. I think I can relate to that. The human Kirby? Who's the human Kirby? Oh, right, you are. Click.
We really worked hard today. Since this is our last shift, let's finish strong. Late night snacks are on me.
I was just talking about snacks. Me and Simone on the way. Same wavelength. Did I brought a Danish dude home? Yes. I'm going to use him somehow to get me into the country so I can get out of South Africa. Yeah. Why? Was I about to type whoop me? I knew it. Wait, there's a massive surge of metaflux heading straight for us. It's coming in fast.
The readings are
Fuck, that sounded so... Oh, Jesus. At that moment, the truck wreathed in flames and crackling with powerful metaflux comes barreling towards us from behind. It's going at full speed. Wait, I still haven't practiced enough trying to use the controls on them. As soon as Simone and I jump out of the cargo hold, our transport vehicle is violently thrown into the air. An explosion releases searing heat behind us. We have an emergency. Transport vehicle 109. Is that 1? Is it I-09 or 109? Is under attack. Coordinates are being transmitted. Requesting backup. Before we can find our footing, there's another explosion. We're sent flying through the air. There's an eye. Okay, thank you. Metaflux, I knew Zuckerberg couldn't be trusted. Oh, he would definitely be part of Ever. Let's be fucking real. Metaflux's game loves tech buzzwords. That is an eye. Well, yeah, because I mean, it is very techy. It's love and deep space. We got like somebody coming down through the future, and we got like deep space tunnels and flying ships and shit and jumping through time, and it's very sci-fi.
Go. You're free.
Oh, hello, ma'am? Ma'am? It's IO9. Okay, thank you, thank you. Look out, the Adobe androids are coming. Oh god, no. We're gonna get stuck in subscriptions. The unfamiliar voice is masked by the crackling flames. My ears are still ringing, and I can't tell if what I'm hearing is real or just in my head. Who is the pretty sounding lady?
It's a shame we're seeing each other again when you're in such a pitiful state.
Ma'am, are you the sixth lead interest? Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Did Josephine ever mention our time together at the
Grandma?
Gaia Research Center?
Who the fuck are you? Oh. But by the hints, you know the lead interest for this part. Is it gonna be Zionist? I hope it is. Who are you?
I guess not.
Josephine, Grandma, why are you holding out on us? Goddamn. Excruciating pain tears through my entire body as my heart begins to tremble uncontrollably. Guys, if you ever want me to explain what I'm talking about, let me know. I can fill you guys in easy peasy. I don't mind.
Who I am doesn't matter. The real question is, who are you?
This is new material. It's not from the beginning because that's a lot of story to get to here. Quick rundowns would be nice. Okay, do you want me to give like a general... shush. Shush. Do you want me to give like a general like little rundown of what's happened so far? Would you guys like that? Like a little summary. Okay. So, we are MC who lives in Lincoln. About 14 years, I think it was 14 years before the current year of 2034, there was a chrono rift catastrophe where a deep space tunnel opened up above us, and out came, when that happened, a bunch of fucking wonders came about, which is like these alien beings that just attack us. They open up rifts and they come out and they smack us around and kill us for some reason that we don't know why. And we fight them back, but it also gives access to this new technology, but this new energy source called protocols, and we've been using them to develop society. During the Chrono Rift catastrophe, MC, us, got attacked, but we don't know how we lived, and that is fucked with our heart, and we have a condition called protocol syndrome. Lincoln City. Lincoln. No, Lynn. Yes. Lincoln. Yeah, thank you. Yep. We're talking multiple timelines for the relationships. Yeah, so I'll get there. I'll get there to the multiple timelines. I'll get there. Lincoln. Yes. How Stick spelt it. I'll get there. Don't worry. And so, because of that fateful encounter, being attacked by a wanderer, we decided that we wanted to become a hunter, join the Hunter Association to, attack, defend against wanderers, because we decided we never wanted to be that weak again. Wanted to protect ourselves. Whereas this later gen Yu-Gi-Oh! I didn't much later. I only much later. The first gen when I was like, we teeny tiny one, teenier than I am now. I can't remember shit. Okay, I don't know this shit. Sure. But and through the Hunt Association, we end up meeting Xavier. But and he is this mysterious man who is super powerful and really like cold, and you know, we're very interested and want to get to know him. And we also know Zane, who we know because I guess we knew him from our childhood, but he also became our doctor because he's a cardiologist surgeon. Heart doctor, like a really famous good one, and he helps with our really rare health condition of protocol syndrome, which only started when the chrono rift happened. Be right back. One second. Potato finally wants to go down. Okie dokie. So that's how we know Zane. And then through our investigations of just trying to figure out what is going on with like Wanderers and protocol dealings, we also bump into Raphael, who is like this mysterious aloof dude who's like really bratty and is also a famous artist. And the reason why we bump into him is that somebody mysteriously dies and everybody expects that it's from his paintings for some reason, but his paintings are tampered with. Haha. I'm giving like really brief rundown of over it and how we like met them. And so that is how we've met the first three. And we're trying to just find connections on, like, you know, just suspicious things. And then finally, we go home. We're going to go visit Grandma, and we go see our childhood friend Caleb. And, like, you know, we're just having a good merry old time. And then we notice that there's a fluctuation. A fluctuation is a term when a rift is about to open up, like it's fluctuating. And that means a wander's about to pop out and cause some problems. So we go off to go find that. Caleb follows us, and we head on back home. And Caleb goes in first, and then the house blows up. Pulling us through extreme trauma, as we now have our grandma and our brother die. A little extra bit of information. We are adopted by the grandma, and so is Caleb. None of us are blood related because during the chrono catastrophe, yeah, there was just like a massive explosion when the rift happened, the catastrophe happened. And we got adopted by Grandma Josephine, and Caleb did as well. And so, house goes boom, indeed, yes, Caleb blew up. And we are super suspicious about this explosion because it seems there were like other explosions I think happening about. We decided like we don't think it's a normal explosion, so we like desperately trying to investigate it. And that leads us to hearing about the criminal group of Anakinus. This massive mafia criminal group that has control of a place called the N109 zone. Now, the N109 zone was originally the place where the chrono rift happened. It destroyed an entire section of the city. I'm a witch now. Hello. Hi, doggy. How you doing? How are the vibes? And it became this lawless wasteland, although it's kind of like it got built up and looks nicer now. But, like, it's still there's no sun there. It's been completely ruined by the catastrophe. And it's a perfect place for criminals and anything illegal to happen. So Anakinus grew just out of nowhere from the the ashes of the flames, just took over the N109 zone and just they pretty much control it. And we speculated that the Anakinus, this super like evil mafia crime organization group, was behind all of these explosions. So we're going to go researching that. We get help via Xavier, Zane, and Raphael. Raphael takes us to a place called the Nest, which is like a place where a bunch of, I don't know, top criminal people go and you try and sell illegal things. And we try to offer ourselves because we actually have something called an ether core. Now, what is an ether core, you say? We don't fully know. Yeah. It is something that's attached to our heart. And it makes us able to do resonance, which is our skill. And what that is, because in this world we have the ability of evolves, which is just like superpowers. And I've got to say, Xavier has the power of light, Zane has the power of ice, Raphael has the power of fire, and it can even burn undersea. And there's more. And with our Renaissance skill, what it actually does is it powers up their skills. So we are a walking power booster. Yeah. We're also like really good with guns and claymore and staff and sword /slash. Yeah, so we pretty much just kind of offer ourselves up to try and see if we can get our hooks into Anakinus, because they were also looking for an Aether core, which also, by the way, we find out a bit more about our grandma Josephine just beforehand, because Zane finally tells us about Josephine, who was part of some research group. Was that afterwards? Is that after Anakinus? Yes, we can resonate with them. Yes. Yeah. Powers them up. To do big damage. Big numbers. Big crits. We love that. So yeah, we get ourselves caught, purposely kidnapped, but turns out we get kidnapped by like a person like pretending to be Anakinus, but then Xylus actually comes, because Xylus is the leader of Anakinus, and he comes in like a boss. He comes in super cool, the best entrance you've ever seen in your goddamn life. Right? And to be honest, memories all jumbled together. They are. I'm doing my best. I hope I'm explaining this the best I possibly can. And so Xylus comes, and he pretty much is trying to force us to resonate with him. Why? This weird evil guy. And he's like kind of mean about it, and we don't know why, but then he kind of like lets us go, but then we realize that there's an auction happening in the N109 zone, where there's supposed to be like the auction is supposed to be of like another Aether core. Right? And we know that Xylus is be able to get there, so we're trying to like, you know, actually like kind of get to some agreement with Xylus to go to this auction to go see if there's like, because apparently we found out there's multiple pieces of the Aether core, and now we're trying to go find all the pieces, I think, or some shit. Which is why we also, as even further, it was like 2 reasons why we went to Xylus, to find out more about the Aether core pieces and whether or not he blew up our grandma and brother. Then we find out that he did not blow them up. It was just being set up by other people that know that we're easy, that Anakinus is an easy scapegoat. And that's when he hints to Ever being the evil guys. And the thing is, we've been hearing some speculation that Ever has been problematic, because like Xavier said some things, Raphael said some things, Zane also distrusts them, and we're like, So that's where we learn more about how Ever is probably like a problem. And that's why we know that we don't like Ever, and like the whole group does not like Ever. So Xylus takes us to the auction, like this is where we're like, you know, it's cool as shit and whatnot. We do find a piece of the Aether core after he blows up the place. It's kind of his little trademark thing, blowing shit up. He has the evil power of energy, by the way. We get little flashbacks. Also, the thing is, throughout this time of us and getting to know the lead interest, we get randomly at some points in the story flashbacks or just weird dream-like things of, it seems like us and the lead interest, but scattered memories, and it's confusing. We don't understand them. But the lead interest seem to know. Hello, summon. And then, we go to Skyhaven, the floating sky up above, because we hear that there's another Aether core piece. And the other, like, 4 lads are scattered about doing shit. We also, just before that, I think we learned just a little bit more about, like, the 3 first lead interests, where we kind of know... we learned about the fact that Xavier seems a lot older than he is, because he seems to remember stuff from eons ago. Like they were just there yesterday. He also sleeps a lot. And then we also, he seems to know, like, for some reason, this crash-landed spaceship on how to use it and speak some other random language, yet somehow we, the lead interest, understand it a bit, and it confuses us. And then we also go with Raphael. We follow him to... Fuck, I can't remember Raphael's story. At all. Yeah, but like he mentioned something about being the sea god and calling us traitors, but like, what? And like were able to command him, but we don't know why. What? And then we got Zane's little side story as well, which is took us to kind of like a parallel universe of ours, where we kind of met a different Zane. I think. Lumerians. I'm like, he's a Spanish pro tennis player, of course. I didn't mention the Lumerians because you only learn about that in the Bond story. I'm like trying to do like the main story without the extra myths yet. Kind of like mermaids. But yeah, like what Law was saying is that Raphael's a Lumerian, which is a extinct race of mermaid peoples who are super powerful. And it's actually speculated, if you read some of the, like, the fucking, I think it's little side, like these little story things, it's like you just read them, that they may have been the first to discover protocol technology fucking thousands of years ago. Eons ago. So yeah, so now skipping over that, we now go to Skyhaven because we heard of something about an Aether core being there. But we also know that the space fleet is being very dodgy, very sus, very suspicious behavior. And so we're trying to infiltrate, because after being like with Xylus and that, and we realize that there's something going on with Ever, and we're gonna get there before Ever gets to them, because we don't know what the fuck they're up to and what their goal is, but sus. We like sneak into the space fleet, we like, you know, disguise ourselves, infiltrate, and then we notice the colonel of the space fleet comes out, and he looks remarkably like how old a stepbrother, adopted brother. But he blew up and died. What do you mean? And then he immediately sees us in the crowd and says, "Oh, you were not part of my crew. What the fuck?" And then takes us to get, like, you know, interrogated, air quotation marks. But really, he's just trying to like fool like the other people about to, like, you know, it's like a fake interrogation to like prove that like we're innocent. But then we're like, "Oh my god, Caleb, you're alive! What the fuck?" And he is evil as gravity. By the way, just letting you know. He's like I think he can do like black holes and shit. I don't know. And so, we are like just fucking gobsmacked by the fact that our brother is alive and we thought that he was dead all this time. And we're trying to figure out like why he disappeared. And he said that, I can't remember how he explained it. But he does some really sus fucking shit. Fucking terribly explained. I'm doing my best. I have terrible memory. But he does some sus fucking shit. And there's a lot of sus fucking shit happening in Skyhaven. And he's in the epicenter of all of it. And so what we find out is that there's people are turning into like wanderers. Like they're being tested on. Kids being turned into wanderers. And we know this because some kids get attacked, and that's also something we're thinking, that wanderers may be like people. I don't know. Better be. God. You did good. Thank you, Law. Thank you. But while we're trying to investigate this, Skyhaven is having like curfew lockdowns at like 11 to 10 p.m. and we're trying to sneak out to go find out. And Caleb's acting like really sus and not explaining anything, because obviously the space fleet is the whole epicenter of all of it. But we're also trying to figure out why the fuck he disappeared and didn't like come back and talk to him. And they were like, you know, super tight buddies. God, hold on, I'm trying to, what else am I forgetting? In an effort to keep us in, Lad drugs us. He drugs us and like locks us in, and then we realize the next day that we're like, shit, how did I sleep in? I was supposed to like help this kid that I promised, and then like Zane was also like there to help a bit. Yeah. Doing my goddamn best. And so we're like very upset with Caleb because we realize he's like a different man. Sometimes he looks at us the same as he did when, like, you know, before the explosion, like all happy and bright-eyed. And then other times he turns cold and stern and like the Colonel. But then he's like, what if I've always been like this possessive yandere boy who just needs to protect you from all the bad people that are trying to get you because of your power, your Aether core power. And we're like, what do you mean, our Aether core power? He's like, just don't worry about it. I'll sort it all out. And we're like, Caleb, no. Eventually, we leave Skyhaven because he lets us go. Everything's a mess in Skyhaven, and that's where we are right now in the main story. But there's more. So now this is where things. Hi, Ronnie. I'll read that in a moment. Now this is when things get really dicey. So it seems that MC can reincarnate over and over again and has entangled with these elite interests before. But she can't remember them, but they can, for some reason. Xavier, for example, is actually from the future. It's like very weird parallels, parallel worlds, parallel life reincarnations and stuff's going on. So Xavier's from the future, where he met MC. He's actually the Prince of Philos, which is a different planet. But then we also think Phylos is Earth, but in the future in a different parallel dimension or some shit. I think, right, Lo? Am I doing right? And we met, Xavier meets MC. She actually has protocol sickness, but in a different variation of it, where it actually is everybody on Phylos for some reason is immortal, can live forever. But there are a few people who can't, and she is one of them. It's very, very, very rare. She teaches him the ability to be free, and he falls in love with her, but unfortunately, he desperately tries to save her with a protocol that he steals, I think. But unfortunately, it's too late and she dies. But then, further in the future, she comes back again as a knight, and he remembers her, but she doesn't. Peculiar. Hello. Xavier just wants to run away, pretty much. And she's like, no, I want to be a knight, fuck you. And then he finds out, you know, he has to go through like a rite of passage as like the prince, you know, to next become king. And he finds out the truth about Phylos, which is for Phylos to actually exist, it has been held together by the protocol and it has to be fed an energy source. Now, what kind of energy source do you think that is? Human beings, Phalians, them are being fed into it. And they're turning into wanderers when they get fed into it? What? What the heck? And so they actually learn about MC, that she is a perfect immortal who constantly reincarnates. If she dies, she comes back no matter what. So they decide, well, that's just the perfect energy source right there. Instead of continuously, you know, feeding random people, let's just chuck her in there every time she reincarnates. Yeah! Xavier don't like that. He doesn't like that the love of his life is going to be used as an eternal energy source. He finds it very fucking cruel. So he decides that he's going to make her queen so that nobody can touch her and that she's going to go, yeah, they're really, like, really sus. Yeah, he goes back in time because he wants to go find the source of when all this started and, like, just kind of understand what the fuck's going on. But unfortunately, he crash lands fuck far back in time, and he literally has been waiting until now to find MC and what's going on. And so that is Xavier's little bit of lore. Now we go on to Zane. See, there's a lot. I need a sip of tea. Now we go on to Zane. We first learn of Zane as the Foreseer. He is a demigod of and the foreseer of the god of destruction, Atara. He lives up in an ice tower, and he's supposed to, like, give out, like, I don't know, predictions or prophets that the god of destruction tells when, like, some royalty come over. I'll say it quickly then for you, Ronnie. Mug fact, Moglins are unable to process the passage of time. A Moglin may consider itself to be incredibly young, even on its deathbed, as rare as it is to die of age due to their prime hunted status. It's even more uncommon for them to understand their age. The few making it to that age think they are young and spry and often die breaking their neck on stairs they assume they could get down. Jesus Christ, well, at least we have an eternal youthful spirit, I guess. Thanks, Ronnie. Thank you for that one. Good luck at work, eh? That's just a stupid god. Indeed. So that's Zan. So so he's supposed to, like, give, like, prophets to, like, these, like, royally picked people, but over time people notice that the people that go and, like, the messengers that get the prophets have been not coming back from Zane. So, like, what the fuck? What's going on? MC, though, hears that there's this type of protocol that could save her life, and so she decides. I haven't, like, finished, like, going over this one. I have this myth. We can watch it. We can do it on stream because I haven't finished it, but I just kind of read about it. She goes off to where Zane is because she wants to steal the protocol that he has because it would heal her. She's also, again, in every situation, she seems to be dying of some type of illness. Why? We don't know why. Okay, so Zane captures her as thief, and then, like, decides that she's like, I'm a gardener, please, I'm not really a thief. And he gives her the challenge that I'll let you go free instead of kill you and trap you here. You have to grow this jasmine plant. Don't remember why? Zane ends up falling in love with her, and Ashra don't like that. Ashra doesn't like it that Zane is falling in love with her specifically. He wants her to get rid of her, but Zane does not want to do that. So he gets punished. Murdered, I think. But before that, MC finds out. We don't know why. We don't question it as it's for the plot. And we're still learning about it. Still a very new story. And then we see that there is pretty much MC and Zane see all the past lives where they've fallen in love. That this wasn't the first time. There was multiple, like loads. Because they found like this field of jasmine flowers or some shit. And the jasmine flowers represent all the times they had fallen in love in the past. But then they die for some reason. Probably because of the god of Astra doesn't like Zane getting with her. Why? We don't fucking know yet. And then into the other myth of Zane. I don't actually know this one too well, but it's pretty much a similar thing of he's a hermit, she gets outcasted, they stumble together, become friends, he falls in love with her, but then some man comes to her, Zane, and says that you have to kill her and get rid of her because she is not a being that must exist in this world. Like she's like a glitch, pretty much, like she shouldn't exist, and that she will bring destruction wherever she comes. But Zane does not want to forsake her love, so instead he gives her something to protect her with, like an umbrella, I can't remember, and then he just disappears. We don't know why or how. That's the myth that I got to like today, but I need to actually like fully level up the cards to 60 to be able to unlock all the chapters, so we'll find out together. And then we go to Raphael, who I know the least about. I'm just gonna give like quick summary because I know the least about him is that he is a sea god in the past, and he actually is supposed to get like a dedicated follower from the humans, who they like, you know, they devote themselves to the sea god and then sacrifice themselves, give their hearts. But Raphael ended up giving up his heart pretty much for her because he fell in love with her and he didn't like the role that he was forced in or something. And because the heart of the followers is really important, they use it like to reignite some fire thing, and it keeps like the place where they live in lit because at the bottom of the sea and because there's no fire. It was fine. He like, I don't know, she disappears. Raphael uses his fire because he's the only fucking person that can light a fire under the water. But then he dies, and Lumiere just, the fucking Lumierians just die out. Their whole city and everything just dies. And then the second of his myth is I think they're trying to find her to get the heart back because for some reason she lives forever. And God, I also have this myth and don't have that. Yeah, they use it for the tunnel found in the deep sea, yeah. I don't know much about Raphael's one, unfortunately. But all in all, Raphael also multiple times been with her. He was the sea god, lost his entire kingdom in the process of loving her, but we don't entirely understand why. So that's 3. And then Xylus! Oh my god. Fucking hell! Woo. Xylus is a dragon in his past life. His entire race of fellow dragons gets genocided by the humans. He's actually from Phylos. He is also from Phylos, but in the past of Phylos, I think. Yes, he is. And humans don't like the fact that the dragons are super strong, so they band together to fucking kill them all. Very sad. He only survives because he's the only dragon that's able to take on a human form and spend his entire childhood just like chopping off his horns. I also don't have this myth. I just learned a lot about it. So, do my best to explain what I don't know. I could screen record the whole rad myth and put in a photo for you. No, I want to get it myself. Lol. Oh, the Raph myth. No, I still want to get it myself. I'll get it eventually. But, yes. So he grows up, he's like super duper strong and whatnot, and then I think MC is like a sorceress who really wants his power, and they fall in love, and I don't know why, but he sacrifices himself and she stabs him in that sacrifice. And he gives like half of his soul to her, and she's like super sad and then curses him to live forever to always find her. Yep. We don't know when to rerun again. I don't know. Shush, I don't want to think about it. So yeah, that's Xylus. And then he came into the future and he's been like waiting and trying to find her, get like memories of her. But he's still in like Phylos, in that area. He's like a criminal organization also over there. He does some awesome shit. I can't remember, like, God, there's a lot there too, but we'll move on. He hears of an ether core on a planet through the deep space tunnel. He has a ship. He decides, fuck, let's go over there. But when he looks there, he has a connection there, and that's when he realizes MC is there. So he fucks off to Earth through the deep space tunnel. Yeah. We don't know, like, he fucks over there. And crash land, I guess not crash lands, but he takes over the N109 zone and just kind of waits to find MC. That's Xylus. Caleb! Oh my god, we're nearly there. I nearly explained nearly all the backstories so far. Caleb, right, is from, we can talk about, we should start with modern day with him. Him and MC were actually test subjects of Ever. Caleb has an extremely strong power of gravity, and they pretty much want to turn him into like a super soldier for them. They are also testing on, this was before the Chrono Rift happened, because Evil was actually been about, but it's been quiet. So they found these two, and so they're like super surprised about, and I think it's also rare at the time. So yeah, Caleb is like a super strong Evil that's known at the time, and they want to, like, they're testing on him how strong you could get and turn him into like a super soldier. But they'll also learn of MC and her like Renaissance skill, and they're trying to test it, and a mishap happens and she dies, but then she comes back alive, and they realize, they're wondering, what if we kill this child again and see if she comes back alive? And she does, and they were like, oh my god, she's immortal, she can never die. So they repeatedly murder this child over and over again as a test subject to figure out her power of fucking reincarnation. Yeah, fucked up. Caleb, the thing is about her is that every time she dies, she doesn't remember anything of her previous life. Nothing. I think she comes back so like the same age, but like, you know, just remembers nothing. Caleb, though, remembers all of it and fucked him up trauma-wise. They were able to escape when the Chrono Rift happened because I think they were previously called Gaia. Their research center was, some speculate that they fucking caused it, was where the Chrono Rift kind of smacked down and exploded everything. And so they escaped during that time. Somehow Caleb and MC got split. She died, forgot everything, ended up in an orphanage, bumped into Caleb again. Josephine, who was also a researcher at Gaia, didn't like what was going on, would actually try to vote against murdering MC over and over and over again, but she was outvoted. Was a stroke of luck when she found MC and Caleb and decided to adopt them and to protect them from Gaia/Ever. Yeah. So Caleb knew of Josephine, I presume, but MC didn't, and was happy just to have like a normal happy family. Yay! But Caleb decided like he is learning to become a space pilot, aviation pilot thingy, mainly because his whole thing is that if anything bad happens, then he can take MC and fly away from the danger. Yay! But he's like the best pilot that I've ever seen in the goddamn life. He ends up having to do like his little excursion off into the deep space tunnel as part of like his GAM thingy. He actually ends up fucked up. Something goes wrong. He nearly dies, but he somehow lives through fucking willpower, we think. He gets the attention of Ever because they realize Ever's been looking for them. Gaia's been looking for them, the research group. So they find Caleb, and they are like, he's like, I think on like death's door, and they offer him like, you know, we can fix your arm that you lost and fix everything, you just gotta work for us. Caleb decides that he's gonna work for them, and I think it's like a double agent to try and protect MC and whatnot. Bada bing, bada boom. That's like his thing. But then the other like life that he had with MC is actually in the future in Phylos again. And guess what they are? Test subjects. They've been turned into the ultimate weapons. But for some reason, MC is actually the destruction part, where Caleb is the reconstruction part. MC has been made into a weapon that is just repeatedly fighting these rich cunts' walls over and over again. But then she always gets battered and broken and bruised, and Caleb is the one who has to keep her energy and repair her and like look after her. But every time that they have to repair her, they force her to remove her memories. What? What the heck? So, you know, they don't, you know, she has no clue that she went through such agonizing shit. But Caleb remembers everything. When they were kids, when the young Caleb decided they wanted to break out and, like, you know, free her from all of this shit because this is like, this is terrible. They nearly make it out, but then they get caught. And then in the future, the space rebels there that hate the, like, I don't know, the rich people on that planet, break at because they're trying to steal MC, because they want her because she's, like, you know, the ultimate weapon. Caleb uses his opportunity to fucking break out again. And they're trying to, like, you know, outrun the future evil scientist guys, and they try their damnedest. That power gets swapped because Caleb decides that he was going to take on like the burden of being the destruction one. But then they realize too late that the scientists, after their first like attempt to escape, that they put in like this fucked up kind of like thing in them, that the closer they get, the more they will self-destruct. Like they would like kill each other or something. They just put something fucked up that like if they're like, you know, like emotions fluctuate near each other, that they just bad shit happens. And so they were betting on that. In the end, they chase them down like a full-on fucking fleet tries and get them. They explode a fucking... I think they destroyed Phylos. It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. Exactly. Yeah. All in all, they like were desperately trying to escape, and somehow Caleb had connection to his other life on Earth, and he's like dreamt of like these places that are like so much nicer, and that we were trying to go through the deep space tunnel to get there. But they don't. They get caught, shit goes bad, they blow up Phylos. Yay. And that is where we are today. That is Caleb's Zip. So that is all the lore that I remember to the best of my ability, that know of, and I hope that helped understand the very extensive, very deep, very like, oh my god, there's a lot of sadness lore. And now we're here today. After the whole space sleeve had problems. Yeah. More boom. Lots of boom. They explode again. Caleb just keeps fucking exploding. Okay. Fuck. That was a lot of talking. We got a whole fuck ton more reading to go through. Holy shit. Whew. Let's put the sound back up. Let's continue on. Can you... I'm just gonna make her say this line again, because...
Who I am doesn't matter. The real question is, who are you?
We don't know. She suddenly grabs my throat and a sharp pain pierces my neck. It's like 1,000 needles just stabbed me. Whoever this chick is, she seems cool. I wish to befriend her. I feel like I'm suffocating as I lose control of my limbs. My heart pounds violently while a chaotic force stirs within my body. Blood trickles down my forehead through my crimson-tinted vision. I see the container holding the spatium core roll into... I hope I said that correctly. Roll into view.
You were born in the depths of deep space. You were supposed to be ours. A one-of-a-kind, precious creation.
What?
Without the key, the fountain of Ate will only remain a poor imitation.
What? Daisy hears something faintly crack. Suddenly an unprecedented power surges through my veins and bursts forth with brilliant light.
The key belongs to no one else. You are the one who holds all of its secrets.
What? Transporting the spatium core was a classified mission for special operations. The attack wasn't revealed to the outside world. As much so I like this lady. Well, she seems really cool, but I guess she's entirely with it. Like, is it the future evil people? Like, is it Gaia, Ever, and then Ate? Hi, Neko, how you doing? Yeah, she seems like a major problem, but she seemed really cool. But I'm assuming we hold the key to fucking start Phylos. That's what I'm saying. Schmar. The attack wasn't revealed to the outside world. Also, how you doing, Neko? How are the vibes? Hey. After spending 2 days in the hospital, Simone and I were ordered to suspend all missions and focus on resting until we made a full recovery. I've been fox-eared. Afterward, Jenna secretly visited us to reveal the truth. The association president, as well as others, suspected there was a high-ranking mole in the association. Since Simone and I were now known to the enemy, we need to lay low. Our temporary suspension was to protect us and serve as a smokescreen. Ooh. Externally, the radical purists needed to be handled with caution. Internally, dealing with the mole would inevitably disrupt their plans. Jenna didn't really talk about the spatium core. She just gave me a look that told me to be patient. Oh? Okay, shit's going wilder now. Chaotic energy courses through my blood. The burning sensation in my chest is more intense than the pain from my injuries. Unable to sleep, I toss and turn, then I finally sit up and toss on the bedside lamp. I feel like Zane would appear because he's sending out a doctor to help us. My heartbeat is faster than usual. I gently press my hands against my chest and rest my head on my knees. I can't believe I ended up absorbing the spatium core. Wait, what? Is that what happened? I did not connect that at all. Why me? Another sharp pain strikes my chest as several strange energy streams are torn apart. They proceed to merge together and create an endless, restless turbulence. What?
Did Josephine ever mention our time together at the Gaia Research Center?
No.
The key belongs to
When the car went. Oh, so that's what that sparkling light was. Okay.
All of its secrets.
I just saw we just like renaissanced out, like protected ourselves. Grandma, no. The research materials Grandma left behind might not just be an unfinished story. There could be a link in a much larger chain. Unicorn and the Gaia Research Center, that's where time has sealed away the truth I seek. The Gaia Research Center, if I remember correctly, it was in what used to be the most prosperous district now known as the N109 Zone. Woo! Maybe we actually know, maybe we are going to see Silas first. Let's see if there's a key waiting for my return. Once my injuries are healed, I don't hesitate. I report my next target during my administrative leave to Jenna via a secret comms channel. The ruins of the Gaia Research Center, located in the N109 zone. Oh. God, I wonder who we're gonna see. No, Arctic? Oh no, we're gonna go see Zane. Amidst the snow-covered mountains stands a building of precise geometric perfection, the Fractal Library. It was erected at an unknown time. The library doors slowly part. Wearing robes, a young boy with snow-white hair pushes them open. What? A soft, ethereal light spills out from behind the doorway and touches the snow. The boy looks down and gently scoops up the small white creature by his feet.
It's time to collect what's due from the 7-year promise, Shuchi. We need to pay the emissary a visit.
What the fuck is this?
I wonder how he's doing. How have these 7 years treated him? Is he getting along with his classmates? Did he succeed in his thesis defense?
Who is he? As the white light fades, the boy's foot sinks into something soft. Snowflakes fall on his head. He's surprised.
Huh? How did the library end up here? Did I mess up the incantation?
What? The white creature suddenly leaps down and runs away. Its tail playfully draws arcs in the snow behind it. You remember seeing it? I remember seeing it. Yeah, I don't. He's new. You know me entirely.
Shuchi, I know you haven't seen snow in a long time, but that doesn't mean you can just run off.
The boy hastily grabs his traveling bag and runs after the creature. He managed to catch its tail just before he falls face first into the snow. Behind him, the massive library doors slowly close. He raises his hand only to realize he left their access bracelet the emissary gave him in the library. What?
Oh, Book of Answers. Just this once, would you be so kind as to tell me where I am?
my mind, I'm like just expecting, like it's like, you know, the magic 8-ball, you just shake it and it gives a random answer. His bag suddenly bulges as a thick book emerges from it. Opening itself, it rapidly flips through its pages before finally materializing 2 words: the Arctic.
How long will it take to get back to Lincoln City?
The Book of Answers flips its pages once more. 8,000 kilometers. Just a stroll, then. His face. In the desolate Arctic, a boy and his companion silently drag their luggage, their figures gradually vanishing into the endless expanse. Are they actually walking there? Fuck, okay, damn. So this one doesn't feel cold, I presume? Totally not creepy that I'm laying here and just start hearing the whistling from the Kill Bill movies outside. What? Hey Bonnie, how you doing? How are the vibes, hey? Okay, interesting. We're now on chapter 2. Fucking out an hour later. Ooh, N109 zone. glad you're doing okay. I'm doing splendid because Love and Deep Space, new update, new story update. Let's go. Yeah. I'm excited to see my husband, though. My main husband, though, but all the other husband dolls, of course. Leaving the southern area of Lincoln City, I drive down Bayer Boulevard. The scenery on both sides of the wide street slowly deteriorates. You need a new update. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Silas! After I installed the anti-interference chip Silas sent me on my motorcycle, I've been able to freely pass through the protofield disrupted no-hunt zones, numbers 62 to 65, and arrive at what was once the most prosperous tech hub in the region. Now it's become a criminal's paradise, the N109 zone. That's the shit I was just saying. The abandoned building where I first met him still stands in the desolate courtyard. Come to think of it, a lot of time has passed since my initial meeting with the feared leader of Anakinus. After entering the N109 zone, the streets remain deserted. Not a soul could be seen, but it becomes livelier as I approach the central district. Just fucking guns! A river of people flows through the streets. They surge with me towards the same destination. What's going on? It sounds like it's coming from the Sharon. I was watching another streamer go through it too, and it took at least 4 hours, but she also a lovely yapper. It's gonna be a competition to see who's gonna get there either quicker or slower via the yapping. Oh, what's that? Above the streets, massive holographic screens glow neon blue. They display live footage of the district in 4 areas. A scarred woman is bandaging a knife wound in her shoulder at a street corner, and a boy who cornered a wanderer in a dark alley rips out his protocol with his bare hands. What the fuck is happening in the N109 zone? So many chapters to go through. Whew, wish me luck. A gang member plunges a dagger into his companion's chest. What? Isn't Sharon supposed to be a trading hub? Why are they fighting? At the top of the display, rows of names and numbers flicker rapidly. Old ones erase as new ones appear in the... Is this like some type of Hunger Game shit? Appear in their place? Is this some kind of competition? That's what I just said! Nothing that happens in the N109 zone surprises me anymore. I turn my attention away from the massive display and keep trying to call Silas. When I visit the odd workshop, its owner knew Grandma. They were probably colleagues. If I want to find out where the Gaia Research Center was located, he probably has some leads. Silas had raced through the streets to get us to the odd workshop, and I was unfamiliar with the N109 zone back then. To find it again, the most effective way would be to ask Silas. He's not answering. Fine, I'll just fetch him from the Anakinus base. You get the answers, just slowly go through the story. Got it, got it. Driving my... What the fuck? Driving my 270 HM, I'm about to make a turn into the alley ahead when a bullet whizzes past me. It grazes my temple. I need more tea. My body lurches to the side as I dodge, but the momentum sends my bike sliding until it crashes into a corner. It's completely wrecked. I barely regain my footing when another bullet tears through the air. It's heading straight for me. Exclamation mark. Clink. A cane flashes before me and deflects the bullet. It ricochets into the wall and leaves behind a smoking hole in it.
Watch your step, kid. There are places you shouldn't wander into.
The 6 lead interest now. Okay. Damn, this old man cool as shit. At my feet, a thin orange-red laser stretches across the street to the buildings on both sides of the street.
Caron is hosting its triennial Zalion hunt right now. Everything beyond that line is in the killing zone.
The fuck is the Zion hunt?
One step is all it takes for the surveillance drones to lock onto you with their multi-lens systems. Then they'll automatically register you as a participant.
Are we gonna enter this hunt? This competition with Silas and obviously come out victorious at the end? Bitch, I can see it. I know what's happening.
Every criminal in the N109 zone is waiting to hunt down the lost lambs who walk in.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. I dust myself off and get up. Who are you? Zion Hunt, kind of hunting. I haven't even watched the Hunger Games, I'm gonna be honest. But I know this is like some fucking Hunger Game shit. The man before me appears to be in his 50s or 60s. His white hair is neatly combed under a gentleman's hat. And he's using an old-fashioned cane as support. I like this dude, he seems cool. He stands in a stark contrast to the chaos of these streets.
I'm just a ferryman on the river.
Six!
I help
Six!
cross.
What did you just say? Oh god, oh no. Hunger Games equal death fights. Ah yeah, I know, don't worry, I understand that much. Six, it's you! Ah, Sticks, you're this old man!
Are you planning to cross Caron's river?
Like a king surveying his domain, he turns to look at the eastern and western sides of Caron that are surrounded by orange laser barriers.
Shall I be your guide?
That's Caron. He's like a such. Who? He's not Caron. This area is Caron. Yeah. Yeah, but you know, I haven't seen the Hunger Games at all. It didn't pique my interest back then. Schmar. I don't mind watching it. I'll be up for it. Yeah! Let's go! Sure, but will I be safe if I follow you? He reaches behind his ear and produces a round chip no bigger than a fingernail.
This is an ID camouflage chip. If you have one, it masks your biometric data. So
I am the river, not the guide. You know, fair enough. We can watch it, Ducky. We can watch it. Okay.
As long as you're within 3 steps of me, you'll be within its range of concealment.
Damn, son, that's some nice technology you got there. With tech like this, he's definitely not just a random passerby. No, he has passive out trace, but within a fucking chip. I'll be frank, I hope you don't plan on doing any tricks.
I understand your concerns. In a place like the N109 zone, being cautious is what keeps you alive.
Indeed, I agree.
Let's go.
God damn it, Sticks. Ah! Wait, did I skip over some text? No, I didn't. With my biometric data amassed, I follow this unfamiliar elderly man into the devastated eastern district of Caron. Just following an old man with a cane and a passive out trace chip into the most dangerous part of N109 zone. Let's go. Zion Hunt. It said like Karen, by the way. Fuck's sake. My reading is terrible. The stench of gunpowder and blood fills the streets, and the continuous metal flux explosions make my heart pound like a drum. If you're not like those criminals, then you shouldn't mind answering a few questions. What are the rules for the Zion Hunt? A cold wind sweeps past us as 3 humanoid wanderers crash into a roadside shop. They grab and tear a person's limbs apart. Jesus! Tear! And then a sudden protocol explosion engulfs the storefront.
They're like that. Hunts of the primal variety.
Jesus Christ!
People become hunters and prey to fight for a gold coin. With it, they'll be granted one wish from the Lord of Caron.
Caron. No, I'm right. It's Caron, not Karen. As well as old man, like we aren't in the most sketchy part of the region. Right? Xylus is definitely gonna get this coin. I mean, he's always flicking a coin. Is it not his coin? Xylus is already the Lord of the Caron, let's be real. It's him.
At the very end, whoever enters the central arena with the coin and remains the last one standing becomes the winner.
Is the volume of the voices too quiet? Oh no, but the law this is referencing is, you know what, lads can do what it wants. Yes it can. It's an itty bit quiet. Ooh, this might restart this, but I'm gonna have to restart that chapter, but I was thinking it's too quiet, and it could be because I fucked with settings beforehand. Hi, Xylus. Let's go here. Okay, so we put the music there, and Hopefully that's better. Boop. Yeah, I just have to redo it. We'll just like skip until we get to where we were. I'll be fine. Click, 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 click. Click, 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 click. It is referencing some Greek lore if you look really deep. You know, people have made like associations with Xylus and Greek lore. Wait, did I skip? Oh fuck! I skipped too fast. No! Shit! You got the game to work. Let's go. Fuck! We're doing it again. No, I skipped too fast. I'm so glad, Homer. What fixed it? Also, Raphael is apparently also based on some Spanish myths. Okay, I love this. What is Zane based on then? Xavier. Okay, skip, 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 skip.
They're like
about here.
Primal variety. People become hunters and prey to fight for a gold coin.
Yeah, I know that.
At the very end, whoever enters the central arena with the coin.
I hope this is better.
The last one standing becomes the winner.
You know, I'm sure we will stumble upon it eventually again. From the upper floor of a shop, a drunken man leans halfway out. He quietly raises his gun in our direction.
You can use evil weapons, protocore weapons, and your own fists.
Your own fists. That's definitely what Silas is going to be using. Get rid of that. I searched how this particular emulator works, and then I had to tune some settings and stuff. I see. A roar resounds before the bullet can leave the gun. We remain untouched as our would-be attacker falls, his chest pierced by metaflux.
Wanderers are just another weapon.
My account got logged into a random Chinese Samsung phone. At least that's what Google told me. Yeah, that's what it does, because it's an emulator. It's emulating, you know. The drones record everything. The screens immediately cycle between shots of death and victory. And somewhere in the darkness, thunderous cheers erupt from the crowd. ...
What a waste. I've seen him before. He's formidable when he isn't drunk.
It's still quiet. Fuck. The man stops, his hands clasped over his cane. He closes his eyes as if to observe a moment of silence for the deceased.
Isn't it brutal? I hope you weren't frightened.
Takes more than that to scare me. I've witnessed deaths worse than this. ...
Indeed. Life has a way of catching us off guard.
Stepping over the fallen... Oh. 10 stream streak. Nice, Hummer. Yeah. Stepping over the fallen body, he leads me to a place with a brilliantly lit sign that reads... Elysium, the true paradise. Hey, the Elysium! We've been here before. The familiar bar is packed tonight. Everyone clutches their drinks as they're gathered around a screen that's broadcasting the Zion Hunt.
Here are the latest predictions. You can't miss these guaranteed winners. Come one, come all. Who wants to join the fray? Join us!
Why does it feel like they got quieter? Is that just me?
Stop banging on my tables. Do you think
you're gonna leave again because spoilers? Okie dokie, Hammer. Enjoy the game.
It's not like I don't pay for my drinks. I'd rather drink myself to death here than get killed the moment I step outside.
Amidst the cacophony of voices urging people to place their bets, this dangerous business brewed from human lives proves to be very enticing.
A lot of folks are placing bets this year. But being the hunt's primary target isn't exactly a blessing.
Okay.
Opportunity is always born from danger. It's a traditional rule of the Zalian hunt.
The elderly voice cuts through the air with commanding authority. Everyone turns their heads at the same time.
Our old man Dimitri's here.
Wait, Dimitri? If I remember from the reedy thingamabobbies, isn't he like Dimitri and This chick is like the... Love, you get what I mean, right?
Who's your pick this year, old man?
Ah, I thought he was dead.
I need to discuss something with a friend. Would you mind waiting here for a moment?
He's so cool.
The meal sets here are good, and the drinks are decent.
Are we gonna get the drink? You know, the drink that's specifically for us? You know, that one? I politely nod, however, I decide not to touch the food in this place. Get a drink!
Oh, dear. Why did you say our drinks
Connect
are
the dots
decent?
slowly, Mog. Yeah, slowly but surely!
Picky, Gramps.
A pair of lemon-scented hands encircle my neck, but they quickly pull away before I can retaliate. The owner of Elysium moves to face me.
Ah, we meet again, Missy. You're really something else if you know someone like Dimitri.
You also know Xylus. His name is Dimitri? Who is he exactly?
He's the Lord of Charon.
Oh!
As the true owner of Charon, Dimitri is the one who hosts the Zion Hunt.
Huh! Okay. I guess I should have seen that coming, I guess.
The arena at the center of the market belongs to him too.
Okay. But Charon is supposed to be a free trading zone. How can a place like that have an owner?
You're not the only one curious about it. But Dimitri's background... Elysium has been open for years. But I haven't heard anything about his past.
Interesting, interesting.
Even Silas, the leader of Anakinus, keeps
He
his
does?
distance from Dimitri.
Hey zombie, how you doing? I've appeared after raiding for loot. Where's the party at, people? The party is currently excitedly waiting for Xylus to appear in the new story update of Love and Deepspace. Yes. But I hope you had a wonderful day, zombie. Shmer shmer. Come to think of it, Xylus hasn't mentioned him before.
Since this isn't our first meeting, let me properly introduce myself. Aslan. That's my name.
Now I want to go reread the thingies. What game is it? It's Love and Deepspace. Love and Deepspace, where my husband Xylus and my other husbands are from. Yes. I did like a whole... Moggy. I did like a whole, like, recount for 30 minutes. I can't do it again. Space is endless. Indeed.
Would you like to order something?
I'll pass. I didn't bring my wallet. Aslan's lips curl into a mysterious smile.
Elysium doesn't always collect payment in cash.
Do it. No, I ain't doing it again. I ain't doing it again.
Empty stomachs.
Oh. Enough of your snapping click. I can't. My finger snapping is so piss poor. So, I wish I had like that proper click. Mine is like pliff. It's a pliff noise. If I can ask for details, Dimitri returns and gives me a nod. Ow.
I've finished my business. Come here. I'll escort you out.
Thank you, Dimitri. Behind the counter, Aslan lowers her voice and winks at me.
If you need anything special in the future, ask for the connoisseur's menu. I'll give you a 20% discount.
Oh, I want to see the menu that's made specifically for us. Do the chap snap where you flick your... That's what fuck, I used to do it really... I don't even know if you can even hear it. Ah, fuck, that hurts.
Bye-bye. Come back soon.
Bye-bye now. Very slightly. Yeah. I used to like really whip it, but now it just hurts. Thank you. Bunny should get what Bunny wants. No! You give what I can get. You get what I can give. As I step outside, gunshots, screams, and maniacal laughter fills my ears once more. It's hard to believe that this refined elderly gentleman beside me is the master of a hellish domain. So, I heard you're the Lord of Charon? Why are you hosting these death matches? Why do you host the Zion Hunt? Do you enjoy watching people fight and kill each other?
Fighting, killing, surviving.
It's like, I swear I put the SFX down softer, but I can barely hear him still. Ah!
With or without the Zion Hunt, the cycle of violence would continue perpetually within 109 zone.
What? Oh, okay. What do you say? Oh man, I can't hear you over the gunshots. Can you speak a little louder, please? It's hard to believe I'm walking through the ancient ruins, because I'm not. What? I feel like this is something I should understand, but I'm not understanding. Also, ow! With Dimitri leading the way, every danger we encounter becomes something to walk past. It allows me to safely traverse this lawless battlefield. Ah! Mephisto! Memphi. Is it Memphi? Yeah. Just as I'm about to step over the thin orange-red laser, a familiar crow breaks the silence. Muggy understanding something is illegal. I understand things, but I guess that's maybe why I'm with Charlotte, you know, with the criminal. And, you know, I like the criminal, you know. I'm like readjusting my glasses if I say that. Across the street, Mephisto perches on a lamppost. He looks at me and tilts his head. Hi.
Your friend is here to pick you up.
Xylus! The cane falls onto the laser line and the Lord of Karan stops at the edge of his territory, taking not a step further.
I'm sure our next meeting will be much sooner than this time.
Xylus! What do you mean? I disagree though. Shima does what Shima wants. Yay! Thank you, Six!
I mean, my duty as your escort has come to an end. Until we meet again.
Xylus! Dimitri watches me leave with an unwavering smile like an ordinary old man out for a walk in the park. I'm about to see fucking Xylus. Xylus! No! Fuck! I got so excited. Damn it. Click. We're not a kindness. Oh, I want to be Mirani. With Mephisto as my escort, I arrive at the familiar base without a hitch. Thanks. As soon as I enter the building, I hear a violent explosion from one of the rooms. What the fuck? Is Anakina's base also involved with the Scion hunt? Anakina's. The room is dark, mindful of Xylus' sensitive eyes. I turn on the floor lamp at his low setting. He's watching a movie. Oh no, he's watching the thing go on. No, gaming pods. Wait, is it Luke and Kieran? I bet. In the center of the room stand 4 egg-shaped gaming pods. Yes, I shall have. You know, I actually didn't have one of my snacks. Hold on. Ow. Let me have brownie. Give me a brownie. Oh. Nope, that's fucking good. Nom 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 nom. In the center of the room stand 4 egg-shaped gaming pods. 3 of them are rocking back and forth. Is Xylus, Kieran, and Luke gaming right now? No, I mean, Moggy is adorable. Well, thank you. Schmer. Their surface is covered in LED lights, pulsate in tandem with explosion sound effects. Are they nerding out right now? I woke up to Xylus' gaming pod and I got it several times. My man's gaming. He's a gamer. Xylus. Xylus. The vessel's been caught, the base is around and they're after you. Absorbed in his virtual world, Xylus doesn't respond. Oh my god, Dad's... The father's playing games with his son. Oh my god. So, Jimmy, yes. I should probably... is the blush? I can't see the blush. I think it's... No, it's there. Oh, come on. I walk away and settle into the 4th gaming pod, the only one that's empty. Oh. We're gaming too! Oh, fuck. I forgot the yeet me fucking makes me small. Schmart. Hold on. I got it. Bigging myself again. Ah. Maybe I should turn off the yeet me, so I can't be asked to readjust it all the time. I'm gonna turn off the yeet me for now. Hold on. Stop stabbing me. Stop the violence, even though we're in a violent place right now. And I'm trying to turn off The Yeet Me Redeem. Click. This one now. There we go. I walk away and settle into the 4th gaming pod. The only one that's empty. Oh, we're gonna game with Xylus? All the violence! I mean, I guess it makes sense for the N109 zone. Inside the surrounding screens transform into endless expanse of stars. Realistic sound effects immediately fuels my ears. Wait a minute, I just realized he bought a 4th gaming pod just in the the off chance that we appear to play games with him. There was no need for him to buy a 4th because I'm blushing. Chmer. There was no need for him to have a 4th one. But he bought one for us just in case. Hey! Upper Ducky, the boy who lived. Come to die. I fire up my spaceship and set off to pursue Xylus's fleet. I lock onto the engines of the first ship I see, grip the controls, and open fire. That is best boy, actually. He is! He is! Kieran, hey! Who was that? That's brutal. Pressing home my advantage, I target the next ship. It's immediately destroyed. Luke. And just like that, only one ship remains in the game aside from mine. It must be Xylus's. Activate the ship AI and lock onto ship Q313.
Target spotted. Would you
I can't believe we're gaming together. Oh my gosh. That's so romantic. The fertile power to the engines don't let him escape. My ship's engines burst with the brilliant blue light as I surge towards Xylus's vessel. Ship Q313 remains unfazed. It gracefully spins away from my attacks as I close in. However, the elegant moves prove to be costly. The ship's tail grazes a meteor, which triggers red warning lights in Xylus's cockpit. Back to what I was doing. Ducky is my dad and refuses to play child support. That is why Ducky is running. Humph. The simulation ends with the blaring alarm still echoing as the gaming pod slowly opens. Xylus emerges and removes his hologram helmet. Ah! Xylus!
Why were you so riled up? You blew up half the battlefield, too. Are you satisfied now?
I'm on short time. After I ask my question, I'll go. No, we don't want to leave! I expected him to make excuses about losing the game. Instead, he furrows his brow while he stares at me. Please, son, shut up, you're a boy. You bought a 4th pod for us, trying to act all nonchalant, please. What?
You had something nice to eat?
No, I was just at the Elysium. The owner and I caught up.
Playing dumb isn't very nice, kitten.
As he speaks, he moves closer to me as if sensing something.
A special protocore. Is it an ether core?
Maybe. Xylus's accurate assessment catches me off guard. While trying to keep the energy with me stable, I turn to look at him and respond with an inquisitive smile. Chapsticks! What's wrong? Weren't you always hoping I'd get stronger?
Who gave it to you?
Me. Do I tell the truth? Or will I act like, me, I did it, it's on me, should look up childish, you know how we... me. What do you mean? I ate it myself. If you're well informed, you should know about the recent attack on the Hunter... God, you got me flustered and shit. Fuck. On the Hunters Association transport vehicle. As expected, Xylus doesn't look surprised. He only slightly raises his eyebrow. A strange person infiltrated the group of attackers. She found me and started talking about these bizarre things. That stuff is still uncertain, so I decided to tell Xylus only the simplest parts. Just as I was on the verge of losing consciousness, my body instinctively absorbed the spatium core. His Adam's apple bobs once, and I catch a glimpse of the protocol in his eye, emitting a dizzying red glow. Oh, is he about to use his protocol on us? Before I can get a better look, he walks into the minibar. He downs a glass of liqueur in one go. Ooh. I bet he's a whiskey man, ain't he? No, he likes wine. No, he's a wine man. I feel like he's both. He like, you know, you find character in wine and whiskey. The turbulent energy within me finally settles down, and I realize Xylus is locked in an intense battle against his desire for protocols.
Setting aside the possibility that you're here to show off your shiny new protocore, what brings you to the N109 zone?
I walk toward him and bring up a holographic map on my watch's interface. This map was created during Lincoln City's final field survey before the Corner Rift catastrophe.
And?
As I continue to zoom in on display, the words Gaia Research Center appear on the map. The person who almost killed me said I first appeared here, during one of the Unicorn research team's experiments. Xylus glances at it before turning his attention to the chessboard on the table.
And you actually believe that nonsense?
Well, I need to go there and find answers, and then I'll know if she's lying or not. You know, we have a fair point, Xylus. Closer. Closer we go. Our last game ended in a draw, so I quietly joined the chess match as Xylus remains quiet. After surveying the chessboard, I move up my rook from the back rank. Shit, I don't know nothing about chess. I feel like he's playing coy to try and protect you and stop you from going. No, he loves chaos. He'd go with us. But like, he knows more than we do. Like, obviously, we weren't born there. I think we probably were found or something, yoinked and experimented on. There's no way we were born there. You know? When I was younger, I had doubts about my past. Later, I figured out that so long as I was healthy and safe, none of it really mattered. But a human heart shouldn't contain a protocol. I need to find out who I really am instead of waiting for mysterious people to find me. Fair point, fair point. As soon as I reach for another piece, Xylus immediately captures one of my pawns.
And then what? Do you actually believe that learning about your past will make things better?
Shut the fuck up, Xylus. You've been trying to get us to learn about our past with you since you first saw us. When I see people, whether close or distant, suddenly racing towards a destination, refusing to accept the unfavorable position, I look at the chessboard again. I take my knight, my only chance for a breakthrough. The one who seems to stay still may be left at a disadvantage forever.
That's just what it looks like on the surface, kitten. As soon as you make your move, you give your opponents an opening. Sometimes the best move is not to make one at all.
Okay, as he speaks, he taps my king. It's safe for now, but it's trapped in the setup for a pincer attack. There's little hope of escape. Where's Rosa? I need her to explain chess to me. Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck. Ah. He called me a what? A kitten. Accept it. Just accept it. What about you? Swoop. Before he can pull back his hand, I quickly grabbed my queen and pointed at Xylus's eye. Your fusion with a protocol couldn't have been a coincidence either. Is that a friendly piece of advice or a warning? In our brief standoff, he finally shows his first smile of the day. Yay!
My situation holds no value as a reference point. Those words were nothing but a distraction so I could win the game.
What? Oh, fuck. I flicked that. Ah! Xylus grabs a chess piece from my hand, taking my wrist. He guides me to the floor-to-ceiling window. Oh. Oh. As the curtains slowly part, they reveal the night sky. Below us is the N109 zone in its entirety.
Since 2034, the N109 zone has undergone multiple rounds of reconstruction.
Ooh.
Look at the outside world. Can you match any of these roads to that old map of yours?
The once straight streets become a maze. Nearly all the landmarks have vanished. Surely the people who used to live here...
They left.
Yeah, that would make sense. Ever's agent handlers for gathering intel?
Dead.
Oh. What about the odd workshop owner? Surely he's...
Unfortunately for you, he just left town yesterday. He won't be back until next month at the earliest.
But I feel like he set that up. So you have to rely on him. I bet that's what he did. I frown as my lead gets cut off before me.
Do you really want to know?
He wants us to rely on him. I know it. And even if I didn't, people keep forcing me to find out. He pushes me closer to the window, then I realize it. The only person who knows the truth has been right here all along. It's Alush.
There, underground.
Woo! Following Silas' gesture, I see it, the massive holographic screen in the sky. It's the heart of the Zion hunt I experienced today. A paradise of bloodshed and revelry. The Karen... Jesus Christ. The Quran? I forgot how to say this word now. Quran Arena. Quran? Now I just got Karen stuck in my head. Fuck you, Sticks. Even that's the correct way to say it. Space combat, new info. Okay, join the game. Oh, is this where we're gonna see all the cool shit? I fucking hope. The massive holographic display makes everything feel strangely unreal. The latest rankings continue to scroll by. The individual in first place has remained unchanged since this afternoon. To hold the top spot for so long in such a brutal hunt, he must be strong. I bet it's Silas.
He's been at the top since last night.
No, it's not.
I'll give him that.
Is it Dimitri? Each change in the rankings marks the end of another life. They know it's suicide, yet they so eagerly rush in. Is that coin really worth it?
I see you know a thing or two.
He should know that we bumped into Dimitri.
But fewer than 30% of the participants are there for that coin.
Oh?
In the N109 zone, what matters more is the desire to hunt, the thirst for bloodshed, the craving for domination.
So just a bunch of criminals.
Or a means to prove one's loyalty.
What? Is that like a hint to us? Like he's trying to prove loyalty to us, or like just a general, you know? He steps away from the window and the curtains close behind him. Through the gap, a red X appears over the first place portrait before it vanishes forever from the giant screen. What? You can dominate me? Me and you both, love. Me and you both. Wait, what? Who said that? What? That was weird. That was wacky. Elon's hectic there. Wait, so he just like the first place portrait of Silas. Based on your experience, how much longer will the hunt last? Since the dazzling neon lights have been blocked, my thoughts become clearer. The safest option would be to search under the arena after the hunt ends.
By the looks of it, the finals will start tomorrow. This stage always ends quickly. It never goes beyond 6 or 7 days. So get a girl to like me. All I have to do is stare at them like I want to kill them or wave my head side to side. Yes. But also be a dragon, have red eyes that eat the core in the eye, be a super rich criminal organization head of it, and own several at least 12 armories around the world, several other housings and a ranch, the question thingy, and dragon. Don't forget the dragon bit. And just Silas. Yeah, I feel like that's a long time. This year's hunt has some extra stakes involved. So the finals will be more intense. It'll be over in 2 days. After that.
Is he a bad dragon? He's morally gray, I would say. I realize you're talking about the place that creates those wacky dildos. No, he is not a, you got it to work. I know, I'm actually not using BlueStacks crit. I'm using Mew Mew Player 12. It's actually what apparently Love and Deep Space recommends themselves. And it's a fuck time better than BlueStacks because it's not laggy at all. Looks like a red flag is a green flag. Indeed. Indeed. It looks like a red flag is entirely the greenest flag of them all. Wacky, they're loved by many people, I hope you know. Wacky is the word. They are loved. I'm just, sticks, okay? Okay, sticks? Okay? Thank you for listening. But how you doing, Crit? How are the vibes? Xylus is here! I know you love him too! He walks to the sofa with measured steps and takes a seat.
The arena will be demolished.
What? Oh, me and MC Bob said, what? They are a lovable toy company. Yeah. Who doesn't love a toy, you know, every now and then? So anyway, the arena...
Many have coveted the arena for years, but its owner isn't as young as he used to be. His grip on power isn't the same anymore. So, the vultures circling this territory already have a silent agreement in place. They'll host an overtime match once the Zoian hunt is over.
Oh, Zoian? I'd be calling like Zion. Fuck. How the fuck? What was I saying it? Zoian? How was I saying it before? It was like a participating in the Zoian. How was I saying it before? Was I saying Zoian or was I saying like something else? I just feel like I just been misstating every single word here. The Zoian hunt is my last chance to find the Gaia Research Center. Yerp. Of course, I knew we were gonna get in there. Have fun playing the virtual man, but of course with the Force critical. I know you enjoy it too, though. Don't act like one shy man. You know me. We were talking to DMs. I'm gonna expose you right here and now. And breaking into the arena by myself is no easy feat, so you have to take Xylus with me. Who knows what awaits in the ruins of the research center? I can't waste too much of my energy and fire, so we're gonna take Xylus with us. I need an ally. Xylus! My gaze falls on Xylus, who's sitting on the sofa. And he's what I 100% want to join.
Don't even think about it, kid.
Shut up, lover boy. You've been watching the hunt unfold from the sidelines. Don't tell me you haven't been plotting something.
Are you implying you're the one who has all the schemes?
Pin him down! Excuse me! If I do. Pretending to threaten him, I playfully pin him down on the sofa. Wow, okay. You said you don't mind me using you, and right now I really want to use you so I can get into that arena. Ah, it's true! What do you mean don't you dare? I'll expose you, brother. Don't fucking try me. It's not like you'll lose if you join. It's a win-win situation, right? Listen, I'm an equal opportunity flirter. But Xylus is your main. What? Thank you for the 30 biddly widdly there.
If you want to drag me into this, flattery and tricks won't be enough. I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you, kitten. I have guests to meet,
Liar.
so I can't join you in your gladiator game.
He's playing hard to get. You want to join? Mister, I bought a full pod for no reason at all. Shut up. Who? As a knock at the door, Luke and Kieran, who had left the gaming pods, have returned. Their voices come through the other side.
Boss, our people just delivered their report. We've taken care of all the goods ever brought this time.
Oh, ever? Oh, that's all man Xylus right there.
Leave a few alive. There's no need to be too thorough.
Yes, sir.
There are a few troublemakers in the area, boss. Can we?
Do as you please.
Yeah!
Thank you, boss.
Yeah! I love those three so much. Thank you, boss. Your guests are from Ever?
They came all the way here, saying they have a profitable deal to discuss. How could I not play the role of a gracious host?
They wanted us, and Xylus is getting rid of them. You're planning to take them all down?
Is it a bad idea?
Not at all, Xylus, not at all. It's great, actually. One graceful stride, he helps me stand, grabs my shoulders, and turns me around.
Come. It's not like you're busy. Let's see what kind of presents they've prepared.
He totally wants us. About. But also the first part, too. After our high-speed ride, we find ourselves before some ruins shrouded in mist and gun smoke. The air is thick with chaotic energy fluctuations. Frowning, I kick aside some unidentified debris and pick up a broken half of a wine bottle. Oh, please, like we don't have a gun. What? Sticks! 100-year-old wine, empty jewelry boxes. Don't tell me, these are your welcome gifts. Nyan, what? Silas casually responds as he slowly circles the area. Jesus Christ, right? I'm strong on this fucking sentence. Silas casually responds as he slowly circles the area and takes in everything.
They know I won't show up, yet they're still playing a game of pretense. Would you like to guess the reason, kitten?
Either Ever is confident enough to think you accept their deal, or the deal's just a front. They're hiding something that can be used against you.
That's why I won't sit around waiting for them to make their move.
Didn't you just say that we should be waiting, but now you're not?
They're backed into a corner and desperate to survive.
Fair. Silas stops walking, picks up a broken gun stock still containing traces of protocol energy and crushes it. Ooh, okay.
I prefer a direct, efficient approach.
We love efficiency, we do. I run my fingers along the energy residue on the wall, using my Evo to sense the fluctuations in the air. Various energy signatures are intermingled. Although they're erratic, they're not particularly strong. If these were meant to deal the killing blow, they're underwhelming.
The real trump card is...
Bang! Oh, Caleb, he's exploding again! Nearby, a metal wall suddenly collapsed from the dust and debris. Multiple armed figures emerge as silhouettes are arranged in a staggered formation. As electrical currents flicker to life, they reveal how the lower half of each figure's face is a mask made of mechanical components. It's integrated into their bodies. They're cyborgs! I mean, I was kind of close with Caleb, still then. The energy readings are changing. In the blink of an eye, dozens of thin blue beams simultaneously lock onto our foreheads. Oh.
They've finally shown themselves.
Just before the beams could pierce us, Silas grabs me and pulls us back. The spot where we once stood is reduced to scorched earth. I'm just about to catch my breath when the beams converge on us again.
Get behind me.
Okay! Black-red mist spreads out like a net that lunges at the blue beams that are attacking us. Ooh! The mist disintegrates instantly as surging shockwaves and countless energy beams violently burst from all directions. Silas immediately creates another barrier of mist to shield us, but in a blink of an eye, most of it has been destroyed. These energy beams, they can nullify your evil? Wait, what the fuck?
Antimatter weapons. They actually managed to get their hands on something interesting.
I don't like that. Gonna lurk and fall asleep. Alright, Lal, sleep well. Thank you for chilling, hey? Thank you, thank you. Probably after this chapter, I'll call it, because it'll be like midnight, and I'm functioning person of society that has to work. But probably will continue it tomorrow night. No, wait, I gotta do RuneScape. Thursday night. Yeah, extra stream on Wednesday night. Yeah. Yerp. He wipes away the blood from his neck, but the wound shows no sign of healing. Oh no, he can heal himself now! The figure raises their weapons at the same time to take aim again, yet Silas responds with a smile instead of being angry. He gathers a more powerful energy storm in his hand. This isn't good. They wear down Silas at this rate. Spotting my motorcycle nearby, I quickly dash toward it, using the scattered cover for protection. After another explosive blast, I race through the lingering dust cloud and return to Silas' side. The thundering roar of my bike engines envelops us. Come with me. Whee! Explosion! The motorcycle rolls at full throttle as we weave through the N109 zone. The sound of gunfire is hot on our heels. I duck and dodge the explosions around us while Silas sits back in the passenger seat. He wields his protocol weapon as if he's playing a shooting game. Are those really antimatter weapons, Silas? Were they specifically designed to take you down?
They're just cheap knockoffs, kitten. Keep your eyes on the road. Besides...
A group of shadowy figures closing in behind us fall as Silas's evil strikes them down. This man's not, he's not scared at all.
You.
Ah! Hold on, I'm just gonna save that line real quick. Yay! 2 motorcyclists in the black clothes. In the black clothes? In the back in the black clothes in from both sides. They're trying to slam into me as they at the same time. Jeez, I'm getting tired. You can tell by the fact that I'm stumbling more over my words. I'm just a driver who follows the traffic rules. I can't even drive IRL! I ready at full throttle and make a split-second decision to step on the brake. I let my motorcycle fall back to dodge the coordinated attack.
They're putting up quite a fight.
Silas seems so excited. How are you planning to shake off these guys? They don't have the energy fluctuations I'd see from those monsters, nor do they show any signs of being modified. But their movements are mechanical and rigid. It's as if they're following someone's commands. We don't have much time. We'll reach Karan in 2 blocks.
You better not forget to turn. Let's not crash into it, kitten.
Hey! Trouble bears! The boundary of the killing zone is ahead. The last untainted street marks the line between sanctuary and hell. I feel like that's probably the best way to go because everybody's trying to murder, so then they want, you know, it's the best place to be. A perfect, foolproof plan quickly forms in my mind as I push my motorcycle's horsepower to its limits. No, its limit. True, entering with the leader of one-of-kindness. Amidst the wild howls of our pursuers, I charge towards the laser barrier. That means I might end up being a target with you. Time seems to slow down as the orange-red light sweeps over the front wheel of my motorcycle. It washes over my bike and Silas, who's behind me. Clearly aware of Karan's rules, our masked pursuers stop just before the boundary. They're forced to watch us slip away. Ah, weaklings. We turn and enter a deserted alley. My motorcycle finally gives out. Silas and I dismount. Uh-oh, we ended up... we ended up here after all. Oops. But at least I helped you shake off those pursuers.
I might have believed it was an accident if you didn't sound so enthusiastic.
What? Our faces suddenly appear on the district's central screen. They're magnified dozens of times over. In that same instant, the gunfire echoing throughout the killing zone falls silent. Oh no! Then the still air brims with passionate screams resound. They're celebrating, or maybe going wild over Silas's entrance.
You got what you wanted. There's no turning back now.
Silas, he's loving this. He's excited for this. I just helped you out. It's time for you to return the favor. Go underground with me. We need to check and see if the old Gaia Research Center is really there.
A life debt is impossible to repay. But since you asked so nicely, kitten, do I even have a choice?
With Silas's laughter still in the air, I navigate through the alley's debris and barricades and make my way towards the Karan arena. Wait a minute, I'm starting to think you were planning to swoop in during the finals and catch everyone in your trap.
I would never do such a thing. I'm not nearly as clever as you are.
Ah, of course not. Of course he wouldn't. Yes, I know. I am asleep. I think I shall end it there for now. Unfortunately. I will go for another 30 minutes, but... I'm worried that it will go like I ruin my time, and then I will just keep going and not stop. And I don't want to do that. I need to sleep. I need to sleep. But yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed that. I know Love and Deep Space is not the usual, and it's not obviously me doing a lot of gameplays, it's me reading a lot of the time. But I enjoyed it. It was different. I hope you liked it at least. Let's go find somebody to raid. Just over here. And I'm not used to reading so much. Kind of good, it's gonna gets me back into it so I can go back to reading Lord of the Rings again at the end of streams. So I missed that. That's been on my mind. That's been on my mind, I tell you what. It's been on my mind. Who should we raid? I should go raid them. Smash. Oh, followers only chat. Never mind. Raid yourself. No. But I really don't want to get spoiled, actually. I'm gonna just go find who I'm following. I really don't want to get spoiled. I realized. I like looked at some. I'm like, wait. No. I'm gonna go raid Itzy. It's been a while. Are they still on the net? Why is followers only chat a thing? I don't know. Like, it is for a protective measure for some people. Like, you know, if you're being harassed and you put in a followers only chat, or like there's a lot of bots in that moment, you know. It's supposed to be a protective thing, but like when you're trying to raid obviously to somebody who's got a followers only chat, you don't want to do that because nobody's gonna talk. So it's alright, but smart. But yes, thank you everybody who chilled, vibe, lurked, and enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed Love Deep and Space. We will do this again probably Thursday, because I got RuneScape tomorrow. Wednesday night. I was thinking of, I don't know if I'll do an extra stream for RuneScape, but maybe not. There's so many that I've like, I understand if you're massive, but there's so many that have like full viewers. I don't know, man. Don't know. They're living their life the way they want to live it. We just bypass it. We just bypass it. RuneScape with the Swedes or solo? With the Swede. With Rosa if she joins. Sticks and Ducky. Yeah, we started us four together. BD. Okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow for RuneScape. Remember to follow Itzy's runes, be respectful, and scream out Gremlin